or where exactly were the wolves spotted. From here, the wolves, at least one has been seen, but there have been many villagers, at least 4 of them, who've told us that the 2 elusive wolves who the forest department is looking for have been seen together, and both of them were seen last night. Many people have spoken about it. The problem here is, and that's a huge problem in my understanding, is that wherever the villagers are spotting the wolf, the forest department officials aren't really being able to reach on time. They're fast, they're quick, they vanish quickly into the tall grass. Again, look at the tall grasses. These are sugarcane fields that you see right now. Look at that. Sugarcane fields, grass as tall as 6 feet and more. That's where the wolves hide. Where I am right now is also actually the natural habitat of wolves. It's next to a stream, which is in fact a part obviously of the Ghagra river that flows across in this region. This is the natural habitat of the wolves. They've been spotted here just some time ago, and that's why I'm going to ask Sanjay to pan towards his left, where you see officials of the forest department right here. There are vans that are parked, but drones are being flown essentially. Drones are being flown so that they can look for those wolves and just try and figure whether these indeed are the man-eater wolves that have been absconding essentially, because the concern is that the attacks continue. Remember, just last night in front of us, when we were reporting on the ground, there was an attack in a village just next to where we were, and then we of course rushed to the hospital to see the 10-year-old victim there. I've put together a series of reports giving an idea about the difficult situation that people of Bahraich have found themselves in. Many of them saying that they haven't slept even for an hour ever since the 16th of August, when the attacks essentially intensified. Take a look at these ground reports.
"120 kilometers away from Lucknow is Bahraich, the quiet, sleepy district in eastern Uttar Pradesh that has hit headlines for seeing wolf attacks by the dozen. Why? Just why are wolves found in hundreds here in the Indo-Gangetic plains are suddenly turning predators?
In modern history, within the last 150 years, there has been no attacks on humans by wolves. It is only within India, in the Gangetic Plains, in Bihar and in eastern Uttar Pradesh, are there 2 recorded authenticated cases of wolf attack on children. In eastern Uttar Pradesh in 1996 and 97, I was involved with the incident there, and we investigated it, and we found that a single wolf was responsible for around 78 attacks, of which about 30 of them turned out to be lethal. The attacks in Bahraich today resemble the pattern that I had observed in 1996-97 in eastern Uttar Pradesh. I also believe that there is a single wolf which is involved in these attacks in Bahraich, because of the pattern in which the attacks are occurring, the killing bite which has been delivered, and the amounts which have been eaten from the killed children in the carcasses. The pattern of eating suggests that only a single animal is responsible. This is likely to be a single wolf or a wolf-dog hybrid, or I would not rule out feral dog as well, because a dog can also do the same damage as a wolf is doing.
This is the vast expanse of the Indo-Gangetic Plains, the basin. This is only a part of it actually. We are coming to you from the interior most parts of Bahraich. Essentially, Bahraich has been in news for the wolf attacks. Wolves that have terrorized so many villages right here. This area, like many other areas in the Indo-Gangetic Basin, have had a huge history, a long history of attacks from wolves. Man-animal conflict isn't really uncommon here, but the intensity of it is worrying now. Not just Bahraich, many other places in Uttar Pradesh, like Lakhimpur Kheri for example, Jaunpur, Gorakhpur, Pratapgarh, all of these places have seen attacks. Outside of UP, similar attacks have been reported in other states like Bihar, Maharashtra and Rajasthan as well.
यहाँ पे मैम भेड़िए का डर बना है और बच्चे और उनके अभिभावक दहशत में हैं, इसलिए बच्चों को वो लोग स्कूल भेजना बंद किए थे बीच में। लेकिन चूंकि हम लोगों की जिम्मेदारी बहुत ज्यादा है और ये प्रशासन की शासन की भी मंशा है, तो उसके अकॉर्डिंग हम लोग घर घर जाके संपर्क करते हैं और बच्चों को लाते हैं और उनके अभिभावकों से कहते हैं कि आप लोग बच्चों को छोड़िए लाके स्कूल, और जब स्कूल की छुट्टी हो 2 बजे तो बच्चों को आप सुरक्षित ले भी जाइए। और जिनके अभिभावक नहीं आ पाते हैं लेने के लिए छुट्टी के टाइम में, जो गांव दूर हैं, तो वहां हम लोग खुद बच्चों को ले जाते हैं, छोड़ते हैं और सुबह में जो बच्चे नहीं आए रहते हैं उनके घर जाके बच्चों को लाते भी हैं।
चाचा, आप बोल रहे थे यहाँ इस गांव में भेड़िए पहले भी हैं, लेकिन इस तरीके से बच्चों को उठा ले जाना ये कभी भी नहीं हुआ।
ये कभी नहीं हुआ।
क्यों हो रहा है? आपको क्यों लगता है कि इस तरह से भेड़िया भी क्यों अटैक कर रहे हैं?
भेड़िया अटैक का भी पता नहीं, बाघ हैं कि भेड़िया हैं, कौन है। अच्छा। ये लड़कन को उठा ले जाते हैं, हाथ हिप्पस काट लेते हैं, हिप्पस गोड़ काट लेते हैं, यहाँ से खा जाते हैं।
वजह क्या है? अचानक से क्यों?
अचानक से हो रहा है,
वजह पता नहीं।
वजह नहीं पता है क्या हो रहा है।
क्या बोला है प्रशासन ने आपको कि वो कंट्रोल करके देंगे, वो रोक देंगे, ये पकड़ लेंगे?
अब बतावत तो है कि पकड़ लेंगे, लेकिन अब पकड़े नहीं जा रहे हैं तो क्या करें।
डर है मन में, बहुत
डर है। घर के अंदर सोचते हैं क्या करें।
The fact is, last 3 months, there have been dozens of attacks here, 10 of them fatal. Because the deadly predator senses vulnerability, the victims are young and defenseless.
These areas are ridden with poverty. People have very poor housing conditions, rarely any doors which protect them or windows. Children sleep out in the open, very less parental care or absence of parental care. Children are left in the care of their elder siblings or in the care of elders who are weak and themselves very fragile. The attention paid by parents to kids is much less than what elders give to livestock. In such conditions, a clever predator like the wolf learns that the vulnerable prey is the children, and they lose fear of humans for several reasons. And once they do that, and they have made one kill of a child, the predator learns that they don't have any teeth, they don't have any claws to fight back, and if they are unprotected, they make easy food. This is the reason why wolf attacks occur only in these areas across the wolf range in the world.
Just last night, right across that fence that you see, that broken wall that you see, 2 wolves were spotted. It's unbelievable as to how 2 wolves are roaming around together. What really is unbelievable and difficult to understand here is that the people living in this little hut here, without doors, spotted the wolves. Calls were made to the administration. Calls were made to the police that 2 wolves have been spotted. However, nobody came here, is what the villagers are telling us. This is a family that lives in this particular hut. This man, Babu, has been sitting on guard all night with his wife. He's got small children. The others have been sent away because their house, as you can see, has got no doors. Look at this where they're staying in. This absolutely has got no doors. It's a big, big concern given that the administration has been telling these villagers that lock your doors up. What do these poor people do is the big question. Who will come to their rescue? No doors, small children, vulnerable children here, and a man who is defenseless. His single stick that he tries to use, if at all he spots any wolves, is his only defense, along with his wife. बाबूजी, ये बताइए कि आपने कहा कि पिछली ही रात को आपने 2 भेड़िए यहाँ पर देखे हैं।
हाँ, देखे।
अब हर रात को यहीं पर जब
कल भी था और हम बराबर खड़े रहे, लिए लाठी।
क्या कर रहे थे? भेड़िए देख रहे थे,
लाठी लिए खड़े रहे, टार्च लगाए रहे। और यहाँ कोई नहीं जिसके हम आवाज दे सके, कोई नहीं है। बाहर में हम
खाली है।
हाँ।
बच्चे कहाँ थे उस समय? ये दोनों
बच्चे सब ये तीर बैठे रहे सड़क पर, हम ऐसे खड़े रहे, मजबूर हम क्या करें।
मैं पूछना चाहती हूँ कि यहाँ पे जो कई सारे गांव वाले भी आए हैं,
कोई नहीं,
लेकिन यहाँ पर से कुछ लोगों ने फोन भी किया कि आपने देखा है?
हाँ जी, 2-4 आदमी जो यहाँ सड़क पर आ जाते हैं उन्हीं को घोड़ा करके रोकते हैं, तो वही लोग फोन कर देते हैं।
कितने बड़े दिख रहे थे आपको?
सियार कत्ता दिखा था, कहो सियार से बड़ा दिखा थे, बस ऐसे।
अच्छा।
लाल पानी।
अच्छा।
बड़े से।
कितने दिनों से आप यहीं पर बैठे जगे हुए हैं?
16 तारीख से सर, 16 तारीख से बराबर। 16 तारीख में 1 घंटे हम सोए नहीं हैं, दिन में सोते हैं।
दिन में सोते हैं,
रात में जागते हैं, दिन में सोते हैं।
बिजली का कोई
कुछ
सुविधा
नहीं
तो
है,
आपको है
कुछ नहीं है, कभी कुछ कोई पूछा ही नहीं। हाँ,
तो जब बिजली नहीं होती है, अंधेरा होता है, तो और भी रिस्क
टार्च
रहता
लगा
है।
रही था और सबका लेटन के आगे ठबटोरे खड़े रहे थे।
This also is a story here. The houses are without doors, as you can see. The people are defenseless. They say that we haven't slept for an hour over a period of just so many days, over 15 days or so. Given that the administration is responding in some areas, but it's very difficult to understand why they aren't in cases like these. These are people who are vulnerable, no electricity at night, no security, no protection. The wolves are on the prowl, as what the villagers are telling us. It's a huge area of concern. It's a problem that needs to be looked into on an urgent basis. Well, I'm at the banks of the Ghagra River, just about 50 kilometers away from Bahraich, where wolves have terrorized not one or two, but round about 30 villages. Wildlife experts and also the forest officers here believe that floods over a period of time involving the Ghagra River have actually altered the natural habitats of wolves, who usually live along the banks, live along in these areas surrounding the river. The reason is because there's easy access to water and prey whenever they're close to the river. Altering of natural habitats because of floods is what is leading to disruption in their normal lives, as far as the wolves are concerned. Experts also believe that because of this, there is heightened stress, and that's one of the reasons why wolves being displaced and stressed could be attacking animals.
But there are other theories as well, including a revenge angle.
अचानक से आप लोग के हिसाब से भेड़िए ऐसे क्यों अटैक कर रहे हैं? बच्चों के साथ, भेड़ियों के बच्चों के साथ कुछ लेना देना? आप गन्ने के बारे में भी कुछ बताए, गन्ने के खेत के बारे में भी बता रहे हैं।
गन्ने के खेत में बच्चे भाट फाट रखे, वो बच्चे जोत हो गए थे, खेत जोत ही गए। हाँ, भेड़िए के बच्चे, खेत की जुताई हुई रही थी, उसके बाद तो मर गए। उसी के तरफ से
ये कब हुआ? ये कब हुआ?
गर्मी में हुआ।
गर्मियों में हुआ। तो तब से आपको लग रहा है कि भेड़िया अटैक कर रहे हैं?
भेड़िया अटैक कर रहे हैं। कुत्ते का सर लंबे साइड से लंबी मुंह तब से चालू हो गए।
But how far will the bloodthirsty wolf go for revenge is the question that this young couple, Rajesh and Kajri, are asking.
This is the place of 2-year-old Pratibha, who was killed on the 27th of August by a wolf, taken away from the fields right from this particular spot, where the family was at about 2 or 3 in the morning is what they tell us. The wolf came exactly from this route where I am right now and dragged the child away. Just give you a sense of what the parents here are saying. These are the parents of Pratibha, the baby who was killed by the wolf. And just right here is what the parents are telling us. The wolf every single day, even after the attack, chooses this spot. This spot, takes this particular route is what they're telling us, and is seen here in the wee hours of the morning. Now, they have 2 children. One who's been killed by the wolf, and the second one they've sent away to their parents' house so that there is no second attack. The family members and the parents of the baby are distressed. ये बताइए राकेश जी, उस रात क्या हुआ? आपने कहा बच्चे को सवेरे ही उठा लिया था, बहुत ही सवेरे था, 2 या 3 बजे का समय था।
जी वही 3:10 का समय था। मेरी बेटी ने पानी मांगा तो इसने घर से लेके आया, वहाँ पे बैठाल दिया, फिर नल ढारने लगी, उतनी देर में दबोच के ले गया भेड़िया। फिर तुरंत हमको आवाज मिली, इसने चिल्लाई, मैं तुरंत दौड़ा तो ये इस जगह पे दिखी, हमको पानी में जाता हुआ दिखा। फिर मैं दौड़ा तुरंत, लेकिन वो खुद सीधे भगा। तो फिर मैंने घर पे आया, टार्च लेके और डंडे लेके दौड़ा तो सीधे नहीं गया, वो भाग गया था दक्षिण की तरफ पे। तो मैंने बहुत प्रयास किए लेकिन नहीं मिले। फिर सुबह वही जब मैंने पुलिस को फोन की, जंगल विभाग को फोन किया तो आए सब लोग। फिर उसके बाद में सुबह 6:30 बजे टाइम पे 1 किलोमीटर दूरी पे गन्ने में लाश मिली थी बेटी की। फिर वो जानवर भी दिखा, वो भागता हुआ भेड़िया भी दिखा, लेकिन उसको कोई पकड़ने के लिए प्रयास नहीं किया गया।
आप कहाँ थी जब ये हुआ? आप सो रहे थे, बच्चा भी सो रहा था?
जी सो नहीं रहे थे जी, पानी लेने गए थे। बच्चा पानी मांगी से रहा तो लेके आ रहा, बाहर बैठा दिया रहा, पानी ले गए तो पता नहीं कहाँ बैठा, उठा ले।
राकेश जी, आप मुझे ये भी बता रहे थे कि भेड़िया जो है वही भेड़िया यहाँ पर देखा जाता है?
हाँ, वही भेड़िया आता है यहाँ पे, रोज का रोज आता है।
तो आपने फॉरेस्ट ऑफिशियल्स को बोला नहीं कि भेड़िया यहाँ पर देखा जाता है?
मैंने बहुत बार बोला है, मैंने पेपर पे लिख के भी उनको एप्लीकेशन भी दिया हूँ। वहाँ औराही में रहते हैं टीम बना के, मैंने वहाँ दिन में जाकर मैंने हाथ जोड़ के विनती भी की, वहाँ सर मेरे यहाँ जाल लगवा दो कि किस तरह भेड़िया है यहाँ पे फंस जाए, हम लोग उसको आपको खबर कर देंगे, उसमें फंसा लेंगे। लेकिन यहाँ पे कोई जाल वाल व्यवस्था नहीं की जा रही है यहाँ पे।
All right, this is today's story. Now, what really happened last night was that, and this has been happening for days and weeks together, and the officers of the Forest Department, the villagers, the members of the Panchayat, all of them have come together to patrol the nights, patrol the streets of Bharuch. In fact, essentially, they say this is going to continue till the time they find the man-eater wolves. They believe there are 2 of them, but the fact is that nobody is being able to put their finger on what really is going on. Is there 1? Are there 2? Are they moving around together because they've been spotted together? This is what's been happening here for days and weeks together now. So patrolling continues. People living in this area say they haven't slept for nights together. When I stepped out last night in one of the villages, here is what I found. I'm going to leave you with this report. Thank you so much for watching. This village has just so many stories. Stories of children being taken away and accountability being fixed in terms of some compensation being given to villagers, the family members who've been left behind. But this family doesn't even have the solace of that monetary compensation, of that help from the administration, of that help from the government. They lost their child, perhaps to a wolf attack. That's what they say. But because the body of the child was never found, it's not counted as a wolf attack, and hence they've not been compensated. आपके बच्चे को, आपके पोती को आप कह रहे थे कि भेड़िया उठा ले गया, लेकिन कभी भी एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ने, पुलिस ने इस केस को भेड़िया अटैक का माना ही नहीं कि भेड़िया ने हमला किया।
हम भेड़िया हमला किया, कोई नहीं माना। हाँ, कोई नहीं
माना। क्यों ऐसे बोल रहे थे आपको?
अब नहीं माने तो कोनो पाँच भाई कोई पैसा कौड़ी दे वाला हो तो देती रहते तो मनती, और मुर्दार धुरदार मनाई तो कहा जाए माने।
These are the kind of warnings. जागते रहो, सावधान, beware, be careful. Be careful of the fact that there is a wild animal, more than one, and that it's turned a man-eater. Do not sleep outside your houses. Do not make yourself vulnerable. Keep your children safe. Lock up the doors of the house. If you do not have doors, construct doors. These are the kind of warnings that is blaring across loudspeakers. These are members, workers of the Forest Department. Villagers have come all together to help solve this problem, to warn the villagers, to help keep them safe. And all of them are telling us that things like these, warnings like these, will continue over a period of time. This is night patrolling being done on a tractor where I am right now. All these people are villagers, the volunteers, they're helping out. They've been involved by the Forest Department, have been told that you have to get onto a tractor and let these announcements reach every nook and corner of all of these villages. On the left side of me are sugarcane fields where we see many of these wolves essentially hiding. They're able to camouflage themselves very well here. Some of these are villagers and many of them have been in fact working with the Forest Department as well. Let's get a sense from them about what is going on here. कितने देर रात तक यहाँ पर इस तरह से आप लोग पेट्रोलिंग करते हैं?
रात 9 बजे से सुबह 5 बजे तक हम लोग पेट्रोलिंग करते रहते हैं।
कितने दिन तक ये चलेगा? आपको क्या लगता है, इससे क्या भेड़िया डर जाता है या लोगों पे अवेयरनेस पहुंचती है कि वो जान जाते हैं कि इस तरीके से बाहर नहीं सोना?
आवाज आती है तो गांव वाले भी जग जाते हैं और आवाज से भेड़िया भी डर के खेतों में भग जाता है। इसीलिए हम लोग पेट्रोलिंग करते हैं रेडियो के साथ में।
लेकिन ये कब तक चलेगा?
ये कोई फिक्स नहीं है मैम, जब तक भेड़िया पकड़ा नहीं जाता है तब तक ये पेट्रोलिंग चलती रहेगी।
Yet another wolf attack. This time it involves a 10-year-old Sangam who's been injured. Thankfully, the eyewitnesses here, the mother and the aunt of the child, saw the child, heard the child make noise, and that's when they came out running out the house. The aunt of the child has seen the wolf attack and saw the wolf escape after the child made noise, and the woman here, the aunt, who stepped out of the house to then save the child. अब बताइए, अब कह रही थी कि ये 8 बजे हुआ, कुछ समय पहले हुआ है, हुआ क्या, आपने क्या देखा?
अरे हम देखा जैसे ही अरे का जब नोचने लगी, दरवाजे के पास पहुंचना तो नोचने लगी, जब सब कोई दौड़न तो भेड़िया भाग लिया।
कितना बड़ा था भेड़िया? है आप श्योर थे कि वो भेड़िया ही था?
इतना बड़ा भेड़िया था। हाँ।
तो फिर क्या हुआ, क्या देखा आपने? बच्चे को कितना चोट लगा हुआ था?
बच्चा के लिए है गाल में लगी है, ऐसे लगी है, ऐसे।
The doctors, the child is okay, but just speaks volumes of how the attacks are only increasing here. Remember, this comes in spite of so many warnings and so many precautions being taken in many parts of this particular area, where the forest department is at it when it comes to creating awareness, but the attacks from wolves continues unabated. With video journalist Sanjay and Ram, Sneha Moldani in Behraj for India Today TV.